I never would have thought in all my life. I never would have thought in all my life that I'd end up here. When I was a kid, I couldn't imagine living past being a child. I had no dreams of being married. I was never able to imagine myself as an adult with a family or a life. I didn't make goals. I didn't make goals for the future because I didn't believe I had one. As I grew, so did the idea that, hey, I was actually going to make it to being an adult. Still, I didn't see myself growing old or even reaching my age where I would have a family. Given how I grew up and the general uncertainty I had in life, my self-lowered life expectancy seemed to make sense. Even as an adult, I was so sure that I'd make it into the Forever 27 Club. I was honestly shocked when I hit 30. I was 34 when I found out I had cancer. The doctors guessed that I probably have had cancer for a few years now. Of course, when I found out I had cancer, I was wrecked, but I don't think I was shocked. I think deep down, it made sense. I've been battling my whole life. It's been one fight or another, but for me, life has been war. A cancer diagnosis just feels like another battle. I think this is a war I'm going to lose, though. I'm Jess Faulkner, and this is Just Jess. Thanks for joining me today. I know it's been a while. I have not been well. I am back into the swing of things, and I'm going to bring you content again about mental health, about sexual health, about race, about equality, about feminism, and bringing down the patriarchy, right? That's what we're going to do. I can't spread out any thinner. I am mentally and physically ill. I'm fighting one battle over here and another over there and 3 more to the left and 4 more to the right, and I just can't be expected to do it much longer. I'm ready for the war to be over and for there to be a clear victor. Honestly, it isn't even the cancer that is beating me down the worst right now. It's the fact that I know I need meds and I cannot get them for a hot minute. Something is not working for me mentally, and I need it fixed because I am not currently well. I do not feel well. I know I need help and I'm reaching out for it, but it's a hurry up and wait kind of situation. So I'm trying to be strong, though, but it feels like I'm failing. Guys, I want to be honest with you and tell you everything, but I have to be careful what I say, as first and foremost, I do not want to trigger someone, but also I need to be able to keep myself safe, and the way I do that is by keeping some things private. If I am ever in a position for that to change, I promise you'll be the first to know. Here's what I can say. I am working through addiction. I struggle with addiction of many types. I am a drug addict. I haven't used in 9 years. I'm a sex addict. I'm an alcoholic. I have an unhealthy relationship with food, too. That feels like it should be thrown in there. I can say that I have given into my addictions. I'm working so hard to be responsible, but honestly, it is difficult for me. I'm a 34-year-old mentally ill addict that's dying with cancer. Can't that be enough said? I've decided that if I cannot get mental health care sooner, than what is currently being offered, which is maybe 3 to 5 months. Right now, let me tell you the story. I'm going to take a little break. I'll get back to what my plan is if I can't get mental health care. So, side note, I did have a psychiatry appointment on Monday. I did have a psychiatry appointment, and I went to that appointment and I met Lauren, and she was wonderful. I really vibed with her. We clicked right away. She sat down and she's like, hey, so what is it, that you're looking for? I was like, I just really need to get my meds adjusted. Like, I just got a cancer diagnosis and I'm working through addictions and I'm a parent and I'm a wife and my mother lives with me and all this stuff. And we talked for a while and, towards the end of our conversation, she said, so what can I help you with? And I told her, I said, well, I just really need my medications adjusted. I need to get my medications adjusted because something's not right. And she said, I don't think I can actually do that for you. I said, okay, can you point me in the direction of somebody who can? She said, I don't think anybody in this office can do that for you, actually. So I went to a psychiatry appointment with the psychiatry referral that I got, and it was all therapists. There were no psychiatrists. And I waited 2 weeks for that appointment. I made that appointment and then I had to wait 2 weeks for it. And then I went and now I have to wait again because it wasn't even the right kind. It wasn't even what I needed. And TRICARE really dropped the ball on that one, man. Like, if you give me a referral for psychiatry, make sure you're sending me to a place with psychiatrists. Especially with mental health stuff. I mean, that's dangerous. You have spouses, you have active duty members, you have retired people, all trying to get mental health care. And if this is an example of what it's like, then I am terrified. Not for me, but those who are probably in a worse situation than I am. So as soon as she told me that there were no psychiatrists in the office, I lost it. I broke down and I cried and I told her, I said, look, I have been waiting for weeks for this appointment. And I have been waiting on top of those weeks, extra weeks, to get my psychiatry referral. It's been like 2 months already since everything has been said and done. The referral, waiting for the referral, getting the referral, them finding a place, them sending me to a psychiatrist. It's been a minute. So I lost it and I cried and I told her, I said, I'm just so sorry. I am just going through so much and I was really looking forward to getting my medications adjusted. And now I don't get to do that and I have to wait. And she was really understandable. Like, of course she was very kind. I would have been very happy to work with her, honestly. That's what happened with my psychiatry appointment. So here's what I'm going to do. If I cannot get a mental health appointment, a psychiatry appointment sooner than what I needed, then I'm going to have to check myself into the hospital so that they can adjust my meds there. I'm pretty desperate, if you can't tell. I just can't continue on this way. I know that if I check myself into a hospital, they will figure out my meds before I leave. I also know that I won't be allowed to have my phone or anything. I hate that part. I hate the whole part. But these services are in place to be used for this reason. This is what this shit is here for. So let me be a smart person and use the resources available to me, right? Doesn't that just make sense? Okay, let me give you some updates. This is kind of an old update, so I'm going to give you an update. I'm going to tell you all the update. This is my old update. I've been helping Anissa get ready for her inspection. Josh had been very handy and helpful too. Anissa's my best friend here. She reminds me a lot of Josh because she's such a great human and is so genuine. I don't find that in people much nowadays, so when I do, I feel like it's a treasure. So Anissa's birthday is in a week, and we're going to do an overnight in Cola, that's Colombia, and check out the gay bars and such. She has never been. It'll be a treat. She will be turning 25, and I will be turning 34. So we have the same age difference between us as Josh and I do. I think that's cute too. She also mentioned to me that she wants to go eat somewhere that she's never been before, so we'll have to figure that out too. I want her to have an amazing birthday, and I feel like maybe she hasn't had a great one since being an adult. So Anissa, Kylie, and I are going to go stay at the same hotel that Charlie and I stayed in Kola. And we're going to do basically the same thing that Charlie and I did. Have a delicious meal, hit up the art bar, hit up the gay clubs, and rally in the morning. Well, let me give you my most recent update. Anissa's birthday passed, and we did it big. First, we went to the World Market and picked up a box of assorted Japanese snacks and some other various snacks that Anissa's never had, like gochujang chips, which were delicious. We picked up a caviar sampler, which I was not a big fan of. So then we went and ate Pan-Asian food. Anissa's never had bao buns. So I took her to this place that had bao, and we got some appetizers, just stuff she's never had before. And we had bao, and it was really delicious. And I'm glad she got to try it. She got a hot pot that she shared with Kylie, and it looked really delicious, but I'm glad she got to try the bao buns. After that, we went back to our hotel and we got dressed and stuff, and we just hung out for a bit. We ate some of those snacks that we bought. We just hung out and had a good time. And then we got dressed and we were all in black. I told the girls, I was like, let's just pretend we're going to we just got back from a sassy friend's funeral. Because we looked good. We didn't look like we were going to a funeral besides all black, because we were wearing scandalous. Not really scandalous, but we were dressed to go to a gay club. So first we hit up the art bar, which was okay. There wasn't a lot going on there. They were going to have live music starting soon, but I don't think Anissa was feeling the vibe. But it is where Anissa had her first martini. And let me tell you how hard she is. Let me tell you how hard Anissa is. She went to go drink her martini, okay? And we cheersed. She tapped that martini glass on the table before she took a drink out of it, like she was doing a shot. And I was like, that's how you know that we drink too much, Anissa. We all just tapped our martini glasses on the table like it was a shot. So Anissa was not a fan of the dirty gin martini. She was not a fan of a dirty gin martini. So we left the art bar and we went to PT 1109's in Columbia. I'm pretty sure we were just in the queer district, which was wonderful. We didn't have to go far for anything. So we went to PT 1109's, and Anissa had a apple martini, her first apple martini, and she loved it. It was so good. She really enjoyed it. So she was like, this is my kind of martini. I was like, all right, fair enough. I can get that. So let me tell you about PT 1109's. It's really cool. I guess it's like the oldest drag show in Columbia, which is really awesome. Our host was Patio Furniture. She was fantastic. Look, I love Patio Furniture. And I found out that Patio Furniture in the daylight is a teacher, like a professor or something. So that's really kick-ass too. Well, PT 1109's was not very busy on this Tuesday night. There was maybe it started with 12 people in there, and they were running a little bit late on the drag show. So it usually starts at like 9 o'clock, but it didn't start till a little after 10. And by the time it was 10 o'clock, everybody had already left. And there was maybe about 5 patrons left in the bar. So... and 3 of them were me, Kylie, and Anissa. We got our own private drag show, and it was fantastic. We got to see 3 drag queens perform, and they were fantastic. I mean, just beautiful. Molly Sapphire, Tim Zilla, and Patio Furniture. And we got served by Austin all night, which was really cool. It was a really great time, Anissa got to do a catwalk, and she shredded that shit. Let me tell you, she shredded that shit. It was fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch. I really enjoyed it. I think she had fun. I hope she had fun. After that, we went back to the hotel and we ordered pizza and we ate pizza and then passed out. So that was our night. Then we got up the next morning and went to kind of like a bakery and coffee place. I think it was called Small Sugar in Columbia. And we got some food there. So good. I basically got bread and dips. And it was just delicious. We really enjoyed ourselves. And then and then we went to the Asian market and picked up a bunch of cool Asian supplies. Dumplings and bao buns and what else did we grab? I grabbed these no brand Korean fried chicken chips, and they are so good. I can't even tell you. They are so delicious, and I eat them, and I'm almost out of them, so I'm going to have to take a trip to Colombia and go get some more because they are just so good, and I love them so much. So everybody came to my house that night, and I cooked a big dinner. I made I made spring rolls, and I made dumplings, and I made bao, and I cooked some of the mushrooms, the king oyster mushrooms that Anissa got with some baby bok choy, and garlic and soy sauce. And I just fed everybody, and it was a good time. Like, we ate kimchi, and it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. I'm gonna miss Anissa whenever we move. She's been a really good friend to me. It's gonna be sad to leave her. So that was our time in Kola. It was a lot of fun. I think Anissa had a lot of fun. She did a lot of stuff, that she's never done before. And that was kind of the same theme. Maybe not the exact same theme for my birthday, but it's what ended up happening for my birthday on the 25th, was that I was celebrating my birthday, and Anissa on Wednesday on the 24th took over my birthday and just really, she paid for everything. She bought me gifts. Like, she bought gifts for my kids and for my dog. Like, it was a lot. And gosh, I've never had a friend do that. She also went to Legacy's and decorated a table for me. And it said, "Happy birthday, Ika." I thought that was pretty funny. I liked it. So yeah, Wednesday we hung out, we got together and we got coffee. And then we went to Anissa's house and hung out for a bit. And then we went to my house to get dressed for Legacy's. And we went to Legacy's of around 6. Anissa set up my table. And it was Wednesday night, so it's karaoke night, which is my favorite night of the week. So Anissa set up the table, and we all just kind of gathered around the table and hung out. I had people come in and out, wish me happy birthday, and people buy me shots, and Anissa was buying me shots and supplying me with alcohol all night. She did a really good job. She was my, safe person. I trusted her. I knew I could trust her, and I do trust her with me. So we were at Legacy's. I ended up stealing a pack of cigarettes. I didn't smoke any, don't worry. But I stole a pack of cigarettes because one of the friends that came by our table, Sanchez, he left. I guess he accidentally left his pack of cigarettes there, and I put them in my purse. I was like, oh, I'll make sure he gets these. I'll just go outside and see him and make sure he gets the cigarettes. And then I never did. So I just gave them to Anissa and Micah. We went back to Anissa. I was blackout drunk. We went back to Anissa's house. I don't remember that. Micah followed Anissa and I to my house, and then Anissa made sure I got in safe, and I just crashed on the couch. And that was my Wednesday. That was my Wednesday. It was a lot of fun. I cried like a baby when I saw the table because I've literally nobody's ever decorated a table for me for my birthday. Like, I've literally have never had a decorated table for my birthday. I mean, so then Thursday was a lot of fun too. Thursday was more of a family day, but Anissa and I hung out together. Anissa, Trixie, and I went to Goodwill. Oh my gosh, let me tell you my Goodwill story. Jesus. Let me tell you my Goodwill story. So we go to Goodwill, we're having a good time. We buy a toaster, we buy a VHS player, we buy a baseball bat, and our goal is to take all this stuff out and just beat the shit out of it and destroy it. That's what I want to do for my birthday. I want an office space kind of moment with this toaster and this VHS player, and I'm good to go. Well, we go to leave, and this car, this Toyota SR5, is parked right next to me. I mean, I cannot. I'm a big woman. You know, I'm 5'9" and 200 pounds. I'm a big woman. Could I have squeezed in between the car and my car? There's no way in hell. I couldn't have even opened my car door 3 inches. There's no way I would have even been able to fit. This person parked right next to the car. So I go inside because we literally can't go anywhere. It's not like we can climb over the seats. It's a Prius, you know, and I was in a pencil skirt. So I go inside. I'm like, hey, could you page whoever has this Toyota, you know, I need them to move their car. I literally can't get in my car. And she was like, sure. So she paged for the Toyota, and this lady who was on a phone came up and she was like, what's wrong with the Toyota? I was like, oh, ma'am, it's me. Actually, I said, nothing's wrong. I just can't get in my car door. It's, you know, your car is parked very close to my car door and I can't get in. She goes, what are you talking about? There was no cars next to me when I parked here. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to say because I, you know, am just trying to get whoever's car this is to move their car so I can get in my car and take my child and my friend home. And she's just having a fit, dude. She's on the phone and she turns and she goes, this fucking bitch. And she just starts fussing at me as she's walking towards the door, and she's just shaking her head, and she is just fuming. She is fuming. And this other lady walks up. She goes, what Toyota? And the mean lady was like, yeah, what color is it? I was like, it's that gold one. She goes, damn it, that's not even my car. She turns around and walks off. And I'm a very calm person. I'm a very calm person. It takes a bit for me to lose my patience. But if I am trying to come at you with respect and you answer my respect and kindness with just flat out disrespect, I'm going to want to punch you in the face. And then when I don't punch you in the face because I don't want to go to jail, I have all this built up energy and this built up like adrenaline that my body just started shaking. I was just shook. I could hardly catch my breath. I was shaking. I was like, ooh, damn. You know, gosh, it was a rough situation. And thankfully, the lady whose car it actually was very kind and very understanding. She moved her car. She apologized. She was like, oh, honey, of course you couldn't get in there. You know, she was cool about it. She was understanding about it, and I appreciated that. I think more people should be that way, you know, should just answer respect with respect and kindness. And, you know, I told the lady who moved her car, I said, you know what, just thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate it, because that other lady was quite rude to me. And she was like, you don't worry about her, baby. I was like, yes, ma'am. So we left Goodwill and it was storming a bit, so we couldn't really exactly go into a field with baseball bats and lift them up and start trying to hit things because we didn't want to be struck by lightning. So we'll do that a different day. But we did go out to dinner. We went to Three Mariachis, which was really nice. And then we came home. Anissa went home, and I came home, and I had this. Josh got me this delicious cake. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was so pretty too. It was like, I don't remember what he called it, like a tres leche berry cake or something. It had like layers, and in between the layers was fresh fruit, fresh berries, and the top had this cream on it, and it was just kind of, I'm going to say it, guys, it was moist. It was delicious, and I really liked it, and it's very beautiful. And of course, keeping to tradition, I took a piece and I froze it and I put it in the freezer for me to eat next year. We have this kind of weird tradition where we save our cakes from the prior birthday and we eat them on our next birthday. So my 34th-year-old birthday cake is going to be eaten when I turn 35. So here's what we do. We do an out with the old, in with the new kind of thing. So we eat our old cake. It's like an out with the old. And then we have our new cake, which is like an in with the new. And it doesn't make any sense, but it's a really cool way to remember the birthday cake that we had last year and to like almost reflect on the change that we have seen in the last year. So it's just a small tradition that we have, that we just made up out of nothing. So after we did birthday cake, I snuggled with the kids for a while. I got my birthday snuggles in with the kids. That was really nice. And, I just hung out with the family for a bit, which was really nice. And then I went to go see Anissa. And Anissa and I went over to Anissa's house, and Anissa and I did, which I took a large dose, and it didn't do anything for me. Nothing at all. So I don't know about all that. I did this in hopes to like microdose, to like heal, to use it as for the healing properties that it has. I was gonna lay down on the couch and like listen to a guided meditation, kind of like I did when I was on ketamine. This really just didn't do anything for me, and I don't know why. It's very strange, and I'm gonna have to Google it and find out why I took as much as I did and didn't feel anything at all. Anyway, so Anissa and I did that, and then Micah and I played a game of Cards Against Humanity, which was really fun. And we just hung out and had a good time, and it was a good time. I really love Vanessa. She's a good person, and she's my best friend. So, I mean, Charlie's still my best friend too. Don't get me wrong. Don't feel bad, Charlie. Don't sit here and be upset with me, Charlie, for calling Anissa my best friend. You're still my best friend. I can have more than one best friend. I've got a best friend in New York and a best friend in Sumter. It's like hoes in different area codes. Okay. That was Friday. So that was Friday. Wow, yeah, Friday was crazy. It was so long. I kept forgetting that it was Friday. Anissa and Trixie and I went to Goodwill to go pick up stuff to break, to do our like rage room, but outside. And we got a toaster oven and an old VHS player. And then Anissa bought a baseball bat. So I'm pretty excited for her just to own a baseball bat. I own a wooden baseball bat. I love it. It makes me feel secure. I sleep safely at night. You know what I mean? Friday passes, and it's, coming up to Saturday, and I tell my husband, look, hey, I want to go to the beach on Saturday just to get away from everything. Friday, I had oh gosh, guys, I had my psychiatry. No, not my psychiatry. I had my therapist appointment on Friday and talked to Leanne about Monday, because Monday I was supposed to go have a psychiatry appointment. And I go and I meet this lady and I talk to her and I really like her. And then she tells me no psychiatry, right? We've already talked about this. So I talked to Leanne about that on Friday, and she just gave me some advice on what to do about my current situation, the situation that I'm dealing with that's really overwhelming me right now. And she talked to me about what to do about this lack of psychiatry because I need my meds adjusted. I'm at that point where I'm like, need those adjusted. So she gave me a referral, and that was helpful. And it's always nice to see Leanne because she's right, and that's nice. It's nice to have a therapist I talk to who I'm like, man, you know what? You are absolutely right. Sometimes in the past, I'm just like, wow, you're an idiot and have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe that was because of age. But here I am, 34, thinking my therapist is just absolutely right. And I'm going to follow her advice to a T. Saturday was beach day. I wanted to go by myself. I really wanted to go with Josh. And then I thought, why don't we all go as a family? But I really wanted to go with Josh because Josh and I have never been to the beach together besides in Montclair. And it's been a minute since he and I have spent a day together. So we drove to Myrtle Beach. And the first thing we did was eat some seafood. Yeah. I wish I could remember where we went, but I do not. But I ordered a dozen oysters, raw oysters on the half shell. Josh ordered the catch of the day, which was... No, I can't remember that either, sorry. Josh ordered the catch of the day, blackened catch of the day with blackened shrimp and scallops and broccoli and hush puppies, and we shared that, and we shared the oysters, and it was delicious. We then went and parked our car and went to the beach. Well, we went to a shop first. We went to one of those, beach shops, Eagles or whatever it's called, the beachwear shop. So we went to one of those, and of course, we got the kids their shirts like we normally do. We went to a big candy store because, oh my gosh, Myrtle Beach has the most candy stores I think I've ever seen. So much ice cream, so many candy stores. It's insane. So we went there. And we got some stuff for the kids. We got, Ursula loves sushi, so we got her some jelly sushi. And Trixie sings about, it's raining tacos. So we got her a gummy taco because she loves that song. But occasionally we get the kids gummy stuff. But we also got a whole bag of jelly beans, Jelly Bellies, huge bag, and a huge bag of taffy. Then we went to the beach and, set up our stuff on the beach and just enjoyed some beach time. We both got in the water. We both collected seashells because the kids asked us to bring them seashells. And we just laid and relaxed for a while. And it was really cool because nobody could get in the water very deep because there was a shark. And I was hoping the whole time, I was like, maybe I'll see the shark and my birthday will be complete because I'll see a shark, like a real shark in the ocean that potentially could eat me. I love the idea of that. It's very morose, I know, and I'm very sorry. But as somebody with cancer, I have thought about the ways I want to go, and cancer is not the way I want to go. I want to go being eaten by a shark, and I feel like I missed my opportunity on Saturday, and that's okay. So after the beach, we walked around on the boardwalk on the strip for a while. We went and got a bag of coffee like we normally do when we're out somewhere that isn't our local town. I said we got shirts for the kids and we got coffee. We picked up shells, the candy, something I'm forgetting. Oh, we got them stuffies from Goodwill. Look, I bought a pair of sandals from Goodwill that day to wear to the beach, and I walked a mile in them and they broke on me, and I was so disappointed because they were sparkly black sandals and I really liked them, and also because my shoes broke. And Josh offered me his shoes right away, and everybody around us, we were just on the street, everybody around us was like, oh, how sweet. I was like, I know. That's my husband, by the way. So that was pretty cool. What else did we do? Oh, we went and had sushi before we left, which was delicious. It was really cool because we went to a place called Art. So they had this really cool option on the menu, which was you could request that the kitchen makes something for you, a roll for you. So Josh and I did 2 of those. I did mine without mango since I'm allergic. Josh did his without mayo since he hates mayonnaise. So we got our sushi, and guess what mine had in it? Not mango. That would have been really shitty. Would have been a really shitty story. Mine had jicama in it. It was so weird. It almost felt like a filler. Like it really almost felt like a filler. Like they didn't know what else to put in it, so they put jicama in it. I don't know if you know, but jicama has a pretty neutral flavor, except for, to me, it tastes just a touch, just a little like cumin. So for me, I'm used to using it in where they fry jicama and turn it into jicama fries. And it's like not a Mexican dish. I don't want to say that. But it's not American. It's not an American dish where they fry the jicama and turn it into fries. And then they make this delicious green salsa from green onions, from scallions, because they're so spicy. It was so good. But the jicama in the sushi, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. It was really good. The sushi was delicious. It was tuna with a really spicy horseradish sauce. Sorry, it's making my mouth water. With avocado and cucumber, and then jicama. And sriracha on top. Like a really smoky, like a different kind of, some kind of smoky sriracha. I don't know. It was not your typical sriracha. It was very smoky and delicious. So we had sushi and we both enjoyed our rolls. Josh had this really cool roll. I didn't get to try it because he ate it all. Butthole. But our food was really good. We also got some pork bites, which I don't think I can do again. One, I'm not supposed to eat pork anyways. And two, it was served with maybe like a garlic aioli. I don't think you need to serve pork bites with mayonnaise. You know what I mean? Like, the pork bites are already so fatty as it is. I know a lot of that fat renders, but you're still eating pork. I just probably wouldn't eat pork with mayonnaise. That's just me. So we left there and we got 2 big hollowed out pineapples filled with like a pina colada mix, but it has no alcohol in it. It was like a virgin pina colada mix. And we walked around and drank our pineapples. Those were delicious. Then we got in the car and we decided to go back home. We did that. And then Josh got pulled over by the police. Just wanted to throw that in there and didn't want to say it too loud. So if you caught what I said, congratulations. And if you did not, you put that on your laptop, do your scientific work, push enhance until you can hear what I say. You know what I mean? So, and then we got home and it was, it was good to see the kids. We really missed them. We saw that Myrtle Beach was very kid friendly. So we decided we're going to take the kids next time we go and probably hit up one out of their 100 of putt-putt courses. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so many putt-putt courses. And here's the cool thing, guys. When I was 16, I had a boyfriend named Sean. Sean Komorski was his name. He was much older than I was. He was an adult and I was a child. He was, in his early 20s. He was an adult, I was a child, and one time we were homeless. And one of Sean's friend was like, hey, come with me. You can come to my house, my parents' house. They have a really nice place. You guys can crash there. We were like, okay, cool. So we drove to the beach and it was quite a drive. We're driving from North Carolina, from Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was quite a drive. I don't remember exactly what beach we went to, but I do remember a couple things. I remember the gay dolphin. I remember that there's a Zoltar or whatever that machine is called that has the guy inside that gives you your future, that reads your future and gives you a card that, reads your future. The Gay Dolphin had one of those inside of it. And across from the Gay Dolphin was the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I remember those two things about the trip I went on when I was 16, and not much else, to be honest. So when we went to Myrtle Beach, we saw the Gay Dolphin, and automatically it jogged my memory, and I was like, wait a second. I remember the Gay Dolphin. And I said, and then I looked around and I saw the Ripley's Believe It or Not right across the street. And I was like, wait. I was like, let's go inside, see if there's a Zoltar in there. And I bet that this is the place I went to when I was 16. Because I never knew where we went. You know what I mean? I never knew. I did not have any idea where exactly we went. So we went inside the Gay Dolphin, and I was like, oh, let's turn here, let's go here. And then boom, Zoltar. And I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been homeless on Myrtle Beach. I've slept on this beach before. I remember that. I remember sleeping on this beach. I remember this being the place. And it was. And I felt like I got a little bit of my history back that I've been missing for so long. Was this beach I went to 18 years ago, you know what I mean? 18 years ago, this beach I went to 18 years ago, that was Myrtle Beach. So that's pretty cool. Before we close out the show, I want to give some updates. Health-wise, it's a weird situation. I still have cancer, obviously. You know, I just got my heart device off not that long ago, and I'm going to go back to the doctor and see what they say about everything. My legs have gotten really bad, and I'm not sure what to do about it. They're just incredibly painful all the time, and it's hard for me to walk. I tell my husband the other day, I said, I just moved my thighs, and I hope with enough momentum, my legs kick out from underneath me and it looks like a step. Because that's what I do. I don't even try to move my knees anymore because they hurt so much. And my hips hurt, and my ankles hurt, and my calves hurt. Just my whole lower leg just hurts so much. So I just, try to get by the best I can. Doing the best I can. I got a bruise on my arm that turned into something really gnarly. I don't know what it was, but it ended up healing, and now it's this weird spot on my arm. I showed Dr. G. He gave me some hormone management pills to stop the spread of cancer, so I don't really know exactly what it is, but it went away, and I also missed my period this month because of it, so... Kids are going back to school soon. I'm very excited. Both of them. Both of my babies. And guess what? Trixie, at 4 years old, knew how to read. She's 5 now, of course, but she just turned 5. But we did not know that she had been secretly practicing reading. And we work with her, of course. We read to the kids every night, except for on Fridays. Fridays are nights that the kids read them to themselves. Tuesday and Thursday, the kids read each other a book. So maybe we don't read them to them on Friday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but they read each other a book, and we end up usually reading them a book anyways, just because we enjoy reading with them so much, you know what I mean? But Trixie just surprised us and brought in a Fancy Nancy book and was like, watch this, and then started reading it, and we were just like, holy cow. We thought maybe she had memorized it, so we asked her to get a different book, and she read the words. She was doing such a good job. It was just mind-blowing. Kids are just so incredible, and it's so fun to watch them grow. So fun to watch children grow. I think that's it for updates, to be honest. I know it's been a minute, and I will do proper updates on the next episode. This was just a catch-up episode. So I just wanted to catch you up on what's been going on lately, But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming and tuning in. Take care of each other. take care of yourselves. I love you.